Good evening. It's Vijay here. It's the weekend, Friday, 20th September 2024. These are my weekend thoughts. Is this bull market going to be the most hated bull market in its final phase? I had mentioned this morning that I will be doing a special session on this topic. I think it's one of the most important topics, especially for people who have been in the market for less than 5 years. And even for the people who have been in the market for more than 5 years, they might have forgotten that we have had most hated bull markets between 2018 to 2020. We've also had one of the most hated bull phases between June 2007 and January 2008. In my other podcast, I had talked about how stocks did not perform during that time between June 2000, in fact, between September 2007 and January 2008. September 2007 is when the Fed reduced interest rates by 50 basis points. That's what they have done now. Many stocks had peaked out much earlier that time. I had given you a list of those stocks. Now, today we will talk about most hated this one vis-a-vis what happened in between 2018 and 2020. So, if you look at this graph, now you will see there are three graphs here. I have made these line graphs. So, which are these three? So, the top one, the top pane is the Nifty. The medium, the one in red, the lines in red are the mid cap, and the one in green is the small cap. There was no micro cap index in 2020. It came up only in 2022. Uh, so this podcast may be a little longer, but I have taken a lot of pains. I hope you'll appreciate it by the time we finish it. So now let's go back to what happened then. Now, how did the 2018 bull market actually happen? It began in terms of distress when the demonetization happened in 2016. Here, this was 2016 end. In fact, Mr. Modi ji said that he will again address the audience at 8 o'clock, end of December. And there was some sort of a fear. And that fear, did not actually come about because he just didn't make any specific announcement after the demonetization announcement, which happened on November 8th, I think so. So what happened is the bull market started. Here is the place where the bull market started. So that bull market, if I take it here, to give you a little better, I suppose. No, I don't know. Now I've come here. Yeah. Sorry. Now you see here it started somewhere in before that. The market had come down because of demonetization, and then the bull market started somewhere here, end of December. And this is a weekly chart. So that went on till January 2018. And you see, the bull market had lots of worries because you see, people were standing in the queue, so many people were dying, and there was total chaos in exchange of, the notes. And the finance minister allowed you somewhere to put 2.5 lakh rupees or something in the bank and no questions asked. So that actually created the bull market. In chaos, the bull market started. Like how this bull market has started in chaos, which is the March 2020, when all of us thought, at least I thought, I'll die. So there was total chaos in March 2020. Similarly, there was total chaos in the November, December of 2016. But you see, when things became normalized, then the bull market started. So from here, it just took off, and it went up till 2018. So you're having till here, till 2018. January is when the market peaked out. So you see the Nifty. I've just taken Nifty. I've not taken Bank Nifty here, but you'll get the idea. So Nifty went up smoothly, mid cap went up smoothly, and small cap actually went up with a, much more accelerated manner. You will always notice that the Nifty will go in a particular angle, the mid cap will go a steeper angle than Nifty, and a small cap will go into much steeper. If there was a micro cap, then it would have gone much more steeper. Then what happened? Somewhere suddenly the market peaked out about 15 days before the budget, and the budget came, and that budget was a bad budget because they introduced a capital gains tax. So the markets fell. So you saw this fall here, you saw it here, and you saw it here. Now market recovered. For instance, when it fell here, this was around March 2018. A market recovered and then made a new high. New high it made somewhere in September 2018. Somewhere in September 2018, it made a new high. And then we had the ILNFS scam. So all the markets again fell. Now, if you observe closely, here it made a low and then it took off after March to higher levels. Whereas the mid cap, it made a low, it did not cross the January high. And then it came down, and even in September, it did not cross the January high. The small cap, for instance, just drifted down, and this low was much lower than this low, and which is lower than this low. At least in this case, there was a double top in small cap, sorry, mid cap, and in the Nifty there was a higher top. So this is Nifty, black lines, the red lines are mid cap, and the green lines are small cap. Now what happened after that? Then again it went and made a new high. Somewhere that new high was made, as I said, not exactly a new high. It made a high somewhere in April 19. This was April 19, and this was about May 19, 2019. It did not cross this top, but it was on an upswing. But you see here, the mid cap did not cross the previous top of September, and a small cap though it just collapsed. Then later, somewhere the the government came for the second. Nirmala Sitharaman reduced corporate taxes, so that took off from August, September 2019. It took off. So the Nifty went up from here to make a new all-time high at 12,200 or 12,300 levels in January of 2020, January 20th of 2020. But the small mid cap did not make a new high, and small cap was struggling to even cross the previous high, which we saw in 2019, just before the elections. So this was one of the most hated markets, because what happened was, while the Nifty, every day Nifty was buoyant, it used to make new highs, or there are many stocks, people felt that, Nifty is going up, my stocks are not going up. Now people are feeling the same thing. You would have seen that today, for instance, today was a great day, but today too, if you observe, many of the stocks did not go up. Say it was 60% of the stocks went up, 40% of the stocks did not go up, 63, 37, something like that. So even today, with such a rally of 375 points on the Nifty and about 750 to 800 points on the Bank Nifty, you saw many stocks, even though microcap index went up, CNX mid cap went up and all that, but many stocks did not go above yesterday's levels. They closed in the negative. So many people may be unhappy that even though Nifty has gone up, Bank Nifty has gone up, our stocks have not gone up, our portfolio is not doing well. We'll forget about the traders. Today many traders would have traded blindly, and I am getting feedback that people are talking of this being the worst day in their career. Now I don't know how long they've been in the market, but they claim it's the worst day of the year, worst day of the month. Some people are talking worst day of their career. So all kinds of things are there. Let's not go there. Right now, what I'm saying is, there is a possibility even in this market that the Nifty and the Bank Nifty may continue to make new highs, whereas the small cap, micro cap, mid cap, sectoral indices may not do that. So we need to understand this. It is not necessary that only Nifty goes up, our portfolio will go up. Today, many stocks in my portfolio also did not go up. And these are what I consider good stocks, P ratio below 20, yet they did not go up. So what is happening? What is happening is, the people who bought in the early stages of this market, in the early stages, now they got dissatisfied, or they feel some sectors are overvalued, and therefore they have started selling. Let's go to that. Before we go to that, just I'm keeping this chart for a few seconds. So Nifty went up, made new highs. Mid cap continued to make new lows. and small cap just never rose after the January 2018 high. So that is what happened in 2018-19, right? And then now we will come to some other thing. What happened now? So if you see the later part of it, Nifty has actually made Nifty has almost like a parabola. I'm talking of a second parabola coming here. If you really look at it, when the Nifty started going up, or when the market started going up, was somewhere late March or early April of 2023. Subsequently, it has gone stalled. It has gone stalled, but it has gone reasonably smoothly. I wouldn't call this a parabola. A parabola is a time when things will go very, very fast. So if you see Bank Nifty, for instance, Bank Nifty, has just just done. It is not really. I'm sorry. This is Nifty. I don't know why this. Yeah. Okay. Now you got Bank Nifty. If you take Bank Nifty here. Okay. Let me stop sharing and then come to various other things. So if you take Bank Nifty and start sharing here, yeah, let me go here. Yeah, Bank Nifty. Yeah. So Bank Nifty has been going quite smoothly. Actually, it has had a lot more problems. Actually, if you see Nifty has been going much. Let's say it's taking. Let's say some halt and then going up, and again taking halt here. Bank Nifty has been a little. I mean, it's not been as smooth as Nifty. You will observe this. Then you take small cap. You see small cap. Small cap since March, it has just been going only one direction. Small cap has been going up only one direction, and you see almost like 70 degrees angle, whereas you didn't see that in Nifty and Bank Nifty. So that was one parabola. Then it fell down somewhere in March of 2024 when SEBI chairperson made people panic, and so the small cap index fell really heavily, and then it took off. But also on June 4th, the market fell because the BJP did not get majority. But then it has tried to form another parabola. That is in case of the small cap. Then you take the mid cap. Take the mid cap. Okay. The mid cap, you see mid cap? Yeah. So this is small cap and this is mid cap. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Now let's go to micro cap. Micro cap also, let's not go there. Okay. I will just come here. I'm sorry, something is wrong here. Not able to share properly. Okay, let me stop sharing. So you have had various, indices which have, gone smoothly in case of Nifty, but in case of the mid cap and small cap, there have been some issues in terms of the angle. The angle, as I mentioned here, in small cap, the angle has gone. You have the double parabola. Then, if you take mid cap, you've had again double parabola. Normally, a parabola itself is dangerous. Now you have had double parabola in small cap and mid cap. Then you had micro cap. You see, micro cap has got three parabolas. You had one parabola here between March and August. The other one was between August and this March, and then one more in mid-March to now. So this is unheard of, in my opinion. So that is why I call this the mother of all bull markets. It fools even people like us who have seen bull markets since 1991. We have not seen this kind of, once a parabola happens and it breaks down, it breaks down. So I got fooled here. I thought, okay, every week the market is going up, especially micro cap. So I thought by December, things will get worse. But in September, it did fall. But I was wrong because it carried with strength in January till Ram Mandir. Then it fell in March, but again it carried forward. This kind of strength, I don't think anybody has seen, especially in an index, three parabolas. Typically one parabola and then you are gone. Now let's see what the sectoral indices have done. You see this? This also, the PSE index. Last year, for instance, the PSE, Public Sector Enterprises, took off. They made one parabola. It got a second parabola from March of this year, and it peaked out somewhere in somewhere in July of 2024 is when the second parabola peaked out. But you see, after that, what has happened? It has not made a new high. It has not made a new high. So I feel the PSE index probably is going to now start its downward journey anytime. It will probably happen before the Nifty peaks out. Now we may say, why not we have a 3 times parabola? That will be very rare. It can, nobody can say it will not happen, but you can clearly see the index is weak. You take PSU Bank Index, for instance. PSU Bank Index, for instance, is closing this week at a level which is, this is the June 4th week level, where the market fell down and then bounced back. So subsequently, it has not been able to close above this June 4th, that particular week's closing level. This is very, very strange. But if you see here, Nifty has been, this is June 4th, but Nifty has been going up. Bank Nifty, even though we consider it is weak, it has been going up. Small cap has been going up. Mid cap has been going up. Micro also has been going up. Whereas PSE index has struggled. It has not crossed. It made a new high, no doubt, but it is struggling to cross over that the high which was made somewhere in July. The PSU Bank is the worst of the lot. It is trading below the lows, the close of what happened on June 4th. So this is in very severe danger, but the only saving grace for that is the results are likely to be much better. Also, better than expectation. Also, with inflation coming down, I expect RBI to reduce interest rates, which may benefit the PSU banks equal to what happens in the private sector bank. So this is what I'm having hopes on, but it is in somewhat of a danger. Now let's look at stocks. Take BHL. Now BHL made a parabola. Now it has, after that it has broken. Now it is trading again below the close of what happened on that June 4th week. June 4th week closing is very, very important for us to understand where the market will go. Now this is showing that on every rally you will get sellers. That is in BHL. You take BML, which is another popular stock. Again, it is closing below the June 4th low. Then you take BEL. BEL is a good company. So it is still struggling. It is closed today also below the June 4th low. Then you take Cochin Shipyard, which is, it went like a parabola. This is a classic parabola. Now it is broken and it's gone. It's just gone. So this is somewhere June 4th. This is actually June 4th low is here, but it is not broken and closed below that. It is closed below that, but it shot up like anything even after that. I mean, this was one of those rare scripts which took off significantly after the election results. Then the Garden Reach also is doing the same thing. It took off. See the parabolic, this one, HAL flight, it went off and it is struggling. It is closing below the June 4th week's low. IRCTC, which is a monopoly, but look at it. It is trading and closing below this weekly low. Then you take IRFC, again a very popular stock. You see where it is. Then IRCON, again one which had a lot of fan base, that's gone below. Mazagon Dock, again below that. Okay, now in Mazagon Dock it is not yet come there. In Mazagon Dock it is still above, but the parabola is broken. You see, parabola is broken and it is not doing. Even though today it has gone up 8%, I don't know whether it will make a new high. NHPC, which first of all didn't deserve anything. It went up here like a parabola, came down, again tried to do a double top, but it did close lower on the June 4th. Once more, it did a triple top, and now it is trading below the June 4th low. Steel Authority of India Limited. Steel Authority of India Limited is actually below the low of that week. This is one of the rare stocks which is traded below the low. Normally, I'm looking at stocks which are closing below the close, but this has closed below the low. It is traded below the low. So this is a really, really weak stock. Take SJVN. SJVN is also weak. Take Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda is having the dubious distinction of closing below this June 4th low. It's a good bank, but you see where it is. So, and look at PNB. PNB, at least it did not go below the low of June 4th, but it has closed higher, but still lower than the close. You see, take Bank of India, sorry, State Bank of India. You see, State Bank of India is much below this is the closing low, which is about 840 or 830, it's 780, nearly about 8-9% lower it is. Then you take the Adani Gas, which was total gas. It is completely total gas. It is not moving up at all. Then you take the Jupiter Wagons. Again, Jupiter Wagons, which is very, very popular stock. It did a double parabola, but it is now closing below the June 4th closing levels. This one is another one. MTAR Technologies. This is which is very popular in 2023. It actually peaked out somewhere in somewhere when did it do? It's September 23. But it is very popular then. You see from where it has gone. From March to September, it has really taken off. But after that, it has just gone down. Then there is be one stock called Praveg. I don't know, many people might have forgotten. Just before Ram Mandir, they came up with this talk about the tented city, and they will make huge money because people will come to Ayodhya and stay in those tented cities. See, after the Ram Mandir, just before Ram Mandir inauguration, it went up to about 1300, and now it is trading nearly 45% lower at around 800. In fact, it had halved virtually at 700. So that is as far as the Praveg is concerned. There are certain stocks like this which are giving you warning signs. See, I am very, very bullish, as I've been talking about, but this phase of bullishness, I believe strongly that it will be led by Bank Nifty, which has been very weak. And you've seen today it has made an all-time high. I also believe that only the strong stocks, the large cap stocks, will start going up. I don't know how much velocity will be there in the mid and small, because many people are stuck. So at every level, you will get selling. So if this is if it is a grandmother of a bull market, maybe again all of them will make new highs. But I doubt very much, because a lot of supply of IPO is coming, through IPOs are coming. Money will come, because if Fed reduces interest rates further and further, which they will do, RBI will reduce. But the money this time will go into quality stocks. It will go into select stocks. I go back to 2018. Those days there were something called Rithik stocks. Only HRITHIK. That is HDFC, R is Reliance, I was Infosys, T for TCS, H for Hero Motors, I for what was that? ITC, and K for Kotak. So stocks like that, only this handful of stocks, 7 or 8 stocks were going up. Then in the latter stages of the bull market in 1920, only the H2B2 was going up. That is H2B2 is HDFC Bank, HDFC, Bajaj Finance, and Bajaj Finserv. So we have had times when you see Nifty doing very well, Bank Nifty doing very well, but your portfolio not doing well at all. So we may get a rally in those stocks which have lagged now, leading to Deepavali. So there could be a possibility that you may get good rates around Deepavali. So that may be a time to review the portfolio. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. All I can tell you is that, these kind of things have happened in the past. Most people have not participated for more than 5 years in this market. We went through the 2018 to 2020. It was a difficult time for us traders. It was as difficult a time for trading on the long side as it was in 2007, last 3-4 months. So I'm just giving you, showing you the numbers. I'm just giving you a word of caution. I'm not advising you to do anything. You know exactly what I am doing. And we will see on Monday what we will look at for the new year, new week. Till that time, have a nice evening and a nice weekend. Thank you for joining me.